What is going on? I hope you're having a beautiful day today. So in this video, I'm going to be breaking down to you exactly how being present is key and how basically your best next question will come from their answers. And you will never, ever need a script again. I'm telling you this right now. Once you understand what I'm about to teach you right now in this video, I promise you can go on any single offer, whether you're setting or you're closing. I mean, this video is ideally for setters, but if you're closing as well, you will never, ever, ever have a problem with making money. I promise you this. You will never have a problem because you're being present, you're actively listening, and I'm going to break it down exactly how this is the case. So let's hop into it. Just like anything in life, to enjoy like the moments, right? When you're having fun with your friends or your girlfriend or your boyfriend, whoever it is, right? You have to be in that present moment. You can't be overthinking stuff, right? There's a reason why rich are the rich and the poor are the poor. It's because when typically you stop getting out of your own head, right? You stop thinking and things like that. You're actually able to be present in the moment and take action on things that need to be taken action upon. Whereas if you're thinking too much, you're stalling, right? You're just constantly rebooting and you're stuck in the same spot. So I'm going to give you an example. So this right here is a sentence. Let's say, for example, a lead is telling you there's two ways, right? So there's one way where this way right here, where you're being present. This is the route of what happens when you're being present and you're actively listening to your prospect. Whereas the other route, this right here, is what happens where you're thinking too much inside your head. You're trying to think of what's the best next question to ask that lead. And yeah, it's what you're going to see. It's just more so like stop and go. So I'm going to go the traditional route, whereas what a lot of setters do in the space. So the lead says, I've been stuck in the same place for years. I'm hungry for growth and some kind of breakthrough. All right. What a lot of setters will do is they'll be like, okay, so what do you do for work? It's like we completely missed the whole point of what they just said. Like, why are we going towards what they do for work? That doesn't make any sense at all, right? And then they'll say, oh, I'm in IT, right? Or I'm in construction, something like that. Then the setters will say, okay, and do you like it? Like, what? Like, okay, yeah. They say, yeah, I do. Closing their question, yeah, I do. Now, what do you do from there? They're trying to think, oh, what's the best next question to ask? Oh, okay. So I guess like, what's your goal, right? What's your goal with this? If I'm selling trading, right? Trading program. What's your goal with trading? Yeah, man, I'm looking to make, $50K a month, this and that. Okay. And I mean, have you done that before? No. Okay. So I guess like, what's going to happen if you don't make 50K a month? They're like, bro, like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, you completely miss everything that I just mentioned to you. Whereas if you're being present, you're actually listening to the prospect, this is what's going to happen. So I've been stuck in the same place for years. I'm hungry for growth and some kind of breakthrough. Stuck in the same place, right? So I'm mirroring what they're saying, right? Psychologically, this is the best. Honestly, if you're going to try to clarify something, mirroring is the best way to do it because psychologically, it makes the other person feel like you're bonding, right? It's from Never Split the Difference, the book. It's a great book, by the way. But yeah, they feel like you're bonding with them. They feel like you two are the same type of people, basically. So I could either say stuck in the same place, or I could say hungry for growth or some kind of breakthrough, right? And then they're going to expand on what they just said, right? But I'm going to say stuck in the same place because that's a pain, right? It's a pain-oriented like phrase there. And then hungry for growth and some kind of breakthrough is more towards goals, right? I first want to stick in a pain first, and then I want to go to goals, right? To see what they're talking about. Stuck in the same place? Yeah, just stuck at this income trading and I really haven't had the proper guidance to scale past this, right? First off, my brain is like, okay, what are they stuck at specifically? And two, why haven't they had proper guidance? And then number three, what is this, right? So I'm guessing this is income trading, but again, I don't want to assume, I want to ask questions. So what I'm going to ask is, okay, where are we stuck at specifically, right? They're going to let me know, oh, 30K a month, right? Or whatever it is. Okay. Now my best next question, right, would be, okay, I guess like, why are we stuck at 30K a month? And they're going to let me know, well, because I haven't really had the proper guidance, right? I'm struggling with this. Well, if they just say I haven't had the proper guidance, my question would be, okay, well, I mean, what makes you say that, right? What are you struggling with in the current moment to where you feel as though you need proper guidance? They're going to say, oh, well, because currently I'm struggling with my mindset, right? The discipline, consistency, like all this extra shit. And they're going to elaborate on everything that they're struggling with in their current situation. All right. Now, then from there, I can probe deeper on that, ask more open-ended questions, and get very granular with it. Whereas on this side is if I'm stuck in my head, I didn't even get that far, right? I just got very surface level answers, and I'm going to hope and pray that, oh, they show up. I'm going to hope and pray that they show up to the call. And then if they don't show up, and I'm like, damn, why is my no show rate of 40% and my set close rate 10%? You see what I mean? So we really want to make sure that this all comes down from the foundation of being present, just like anything in life. In order to do good, I'm pretty sure you've played sports before. If you haven't played sports, let's say, I don't know, anything extracurricular, right? For me, when I played basketball, I was a pretty good basketball player, right? But whenever I was in my head, my coaches would tell me, Aaron, get out of your head because you're not playing as well as you could be doing, right? Get out of your head, get out of your head. They knew it because I wasn't playing to my full potential. Whereas when I stopped thinking and I just performed, right, I was present, I was just reacting to what the defense gave me, I played my best games, right? And it's the same thing in sales, same thing in anything in life, right? You don't go on a date with the script, right? You go based off of how their vibes go and things like that, right? So it's the same stuff. It's nothing different. All right, so you can have the best script, the best offer, even the best leads on your offer, right? But if you're distracted and you're not picking up on these emotional keywords that your prospects are giving you, you're being robotic, right? Or you're rushing through the combo, people feel that, right? And that leads to them losing trust within you ultimately. And presence builds that trust, right? It builds connection. They feel like they're actually being heard and listened from you, right? Someone's listening, and connection is what gets people to show up and buy, right? And that's how they buy within you, right? They confide within you. They trust you. Most setters think it's about what you say, but it's really about how you make that prospect feel, right? Again, just how anything in life, right? You don't remember exactly what people say. You remember how they made you feel. And that only happens when you're fully locked in right here, right now in this present moment. So don't think about the next question, right? The best next question you're going to ask while the prospect is speaking. Focus on what they're saying at that moment, because that best next question that you're trying to think of comes from their answer. So breathe, be with them. This is exactly how you set calls that show. All right. So that is, myself big. That is basically it. So again, just be present, actively listen. I know it can be scary and nerve wracking. Trying this out because you're like, oh shit, like what if they give me all this stuff and I don't know what to probe on? But trust me, first like role play with some friends, right? Or DM me on Instagram, right? I'll probably role play with you. And I promise you, like, once you get the few reps in, you're like, oh, this is easy, right? I remember when I first did this, when I first went scriptless, and I was like, shit, like I don't know what to do. But after a few role plays, I was like, this is pretty easy, right? And I could literally sell whatever I want, wherever, and crush it, right? I can't, like, it's not just going on any offer and, being like an average Joe, but it's actually performing really, really well because you know the psychology of people and understanding that, what they say will be is how you get your questions. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, subscribe, like this video, and then hit me up on Instagram if you need any help. Peace.